And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They go here with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
At the 28-yard line.
Come on, set.
To throw, Williams. He'll get this complete to the rookie from Washington. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Defensively going forward, they're going to have to watch out for him on plays just like that. It's a drag route across the field, and they're trying to free him up and let him run after the catch. That won't be the last time we see that play, and it works there to pick up a first down.
That complete. It's Tyler Scott with it. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 42 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. Here's Swift. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. 7-0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tarvarius Moore. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Goff. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now Goff. And he had to reach for that one, but can't grab it. It's behind him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
These two teams, you may recall, they didn't play each other till late in the year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 13. And it was the Bears getting the road victory, so they'll look now to take the season series here at Soldier Field.
Forced out to his left. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
On play action, here's Williams.
And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Fielded just inside the 30. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the first drive, 3-and-out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. To throw is Goff. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jameson Williams
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Simba Webster.
He's inside the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Bears.
Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Super. Cut.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. From the gun, here's Goff. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. That'll be caught. It's Scott. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Sliding out of the pocket. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll go play action here with Williams. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Touchdown Bears! DeAndre Swift. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Goff. Throwing the out route and complete. That's right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 1st down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Goff now to throw. This one swung out to Montgomery. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Gibbs will try and pick it up. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he is going to have a Lions 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
It's Williams on the catch. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Lions are back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Brian Branch with it. A minute 52 to play until halftime. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. After the interception, here's Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Goff now looks to throw. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Ric Flair.
Here's Goff. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It's Gervon Dexter who got in to drop him. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back. Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come up and put a hit on him, do they?
And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
On fourth down, Goff. And they hit him as he throws as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Second down and a little more than a yard here. To the air, Williams. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
From the gun on third down, Goff. Oh, the turnover fuss continues. Here's another interception. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
They'll roll him out right.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 23.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
3rd and 19.
Value three, value three. Tiger, Tiger. Set.
Now Goff. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. Given 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff going deep here for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit.
Quez Watkins.
67 yards.
And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
A gutsy call, 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it, because to me it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air, and what a result. Big-time play.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at him with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Let's go.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he's got some space here. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there, just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Scott. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. DeAndre Swift, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Here's Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Williams. Being chased out left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago! Tyler Scott, 67 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Santos with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, 76! 76! 76!
Back to throw, Goff. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and really added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Okay, ready?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tyler Scott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Goff now looking to throw. His throw incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
We go tonight. Hey, Shell. Maverick.
Now it's Goff. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 41. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. Steps away to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Here's Williams. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
Looking to throw is Williams. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Brian Branch with it.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 39 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
42. Lions 28. Jack Fox to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Aleem McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's Goff. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Quez Watkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Ready? 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 19 tight, 19 tight. 18, Pioneer.
Throwing is Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Rome Odunze. 61 yards. And the Bears stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Buying time to his left. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Now Goff. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. Now the point after try for Santos. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the up.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Quez Watkins, 70 yards. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be... And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
To throw is gone. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
76, tell him. 76. Yep.
Another try after the first down sack. Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
4th down, 10 yards to go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but... And now here's another interception. Carlton Davis picks it, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Out of the gun, Goff. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Goff now to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however.
So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with 13 on the clock, it's time for an onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Bears, and it appears they're going to win this game. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming.
Williams going to throw for it.
That's caught at the 2. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense.